Oklahoma 27, Auburn 21. In Jordan-Hare, no less. Oklahoma, just a supersized kind of grit operation out there, man. Brent Venables had his name all over this kind of win. The defense showing up when you need them. Oklahoma, just true to the lower third and true to the thumbnail here, just kept on battling by the true freshman quarterback too, man. What does it say about Oklahoma? What does it mean for them going forward? What are our thoughts on this game? We'll talk about all that. Make sure you're subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. Oklahoma fans, we appreciate y'all being good to us. Want to have all of y'all dialed in here, so we appreciate y'all being subscribed. Also follow me on the socials at Instagram and on Twitter at JDPakel. So coming away from this game, I couldn't help but have the thought around just what proving it to yourself can mean. Because I think coming into this game, there was a lot of reason to have some hesitation about who you are if you're Oklahoma. Like they talked about it on the broadcast, players only meeting after Tennessee and the way that game went. Kind of struggle at times throughout the season, even in wins against lesser competition. The Tulane game, the Houston game. And so I think it's very fair if you're Oklahoma to walk into this game and internally, whether they would ever say it out loud or not, to have a little bit of doubt. True freshman quarterback on the road. There were so many things that were up against Oklahoma in this spot. Auburn, I mean, they had turned the football over a lot, but you take away those turnovers, look at the explosives for Auburn. Like they averaged 6 yards a carry against Arkansas. Like that wasn't a team that is lacking offensive firepower. They just kept giving it away. So coming into this spot now, it would make sense for a lot of people to pick Auburn. Now, we're going to just say this right now for those that are going to get in the comment section. We picked Oklahoma, okay, and felt not great about it going into the game, felt not great about it, the majority of the game, but talk about the result from this game. To find a way to win. Again, true freshman quarterback on the road, one of the most hostile environments in college football, down 10 in the fourth quarter, back against the wall as it gets. And then your defense makes a play to win the football game and put it away, pick six. You can't say enough about what this means internally from a confidence perspective for Oklahoma. Because now, you got that win. This was a total tide-changing kind of win for you. Now you're saying, okay, Michael Hawkins Jr. at quarterback, kind of got some mojo, got some validation for ourselves here. Forget the rest of the college football public. Forget about what people like JDPakel are saying on the microphone on a Sunday morning. We did it to ourselves here. We feel like we now actually have some juice to roll with here. Kind of wash that Tennessee game, and the memory of that game, at least, you would think, a little bit away. We'll talk more about that in a second, but Michael Hawkins Jr. and what he is at quarterback for them, man. We're saying the same thing as a lot of Oklahoma fans going into the game, but we just kind of differed on what we thought the issues were. Like Michael Hawkins Jr., time and time again, I think validated a lot of the decision-making here for Brent Venables to go with him, because there were so many times where he would make a play and you say, yep, that's why he's our quarterback. Like he made several plays, quite frankly, and this was kind of just the way that I was assessing this game at the quarterback position, where I'm like, could Jackson Arnold have made that play? And this is not to speak anything ill of Jackson Arnold. I think he's going to have a great college career, and I hope nothing but the best for that dude. He's super talented. I don't think anybody was wrong about making him a five-star quarterback. But you look at all the plays that Michael Hawkins Jr. was asked to make under duress, trying to scramble, like that touchdown to start the game with him having that scamper and getting in the end zone. That's a play that only Michael Hawkins Jr. is making for you. And talk about this too, the plays where it doesn't really look that great in the box score, comes up as an incompletion, but it's Michael Hawkins Jr. scrambling out of trouble, throwing the football away. There's times where I'm like, man, I don't know if Jackson Arnold gets that football out. I think that might be a sack. And this is not me trying to speak down on Jackson Arnold. If anything, it is validation for Michael Hawkins Jr. and what he brings to the table. It may not be everything you want from the way they want to run this offense and stretching the football down the field, and their wide receiver room is, just absolutely dinged up. And dinged up is a nice way to put it. They are in a tough spot injury-wise coming into that game. Michael Hawkins Jr. had what you need offensively. And I think he has what you need going forward here, man. Man, that was so fun to watch him ball. So fun to watch him ball, dude. To have the poise and the competitive maturity in that game, to not get distracted when they're down, to not start to have poor body language. All he does is throw a deep shot to set him up, to get in the end zone, to have a chance to win the football game, and the defense takes advantage. Pick six. Game blouses. Like that in itself was just very, very cool. We all saw, I believe, yesterday, a true freshman grow up on the road in the SEC. That was special stuff, man. That was very, very special stuff. And I think in a lot of ways, as I said at the top of this segment, this game had Brent Venables' name written all over it. When you brought Brent Venables to Oklahoma, what were you thinking your football team would be? Physical, good defensively, aggressive, gritty, never say die, embody everything you see from him on the sideline when he was at Clemson, and you got to have somebody pull him off the field when he's the DC over there. Like, that was, I think, essentially embodied by Oklahoma last night. Gritty, gutsy, all those things, man. Resilient. And it's one thing to be those things and lose, but to be those things and win, the validation, the buy-in. Now, Oklahoma's got a lot to clean up. They know that. I think everyone watching that football game knows that. But to have success and to look forward now and to say, okay, getting past Auburn on the road in the way that we did, like, let's go. We got some mojo now. We got some confidence. That can make all the difference in the world. And people are going to say, well, Auburn, man, what are they? And there's going to be a lot of volume now around Auburn in general, but there's going to be a lot of volume around trying to disvalidate and discredit this win. And say what you want about that. That's for folks like us to talk about here on the podcast and talk about on YouTube and all that. And like, we're definitely going to discuss just the college football world in general, and this win factors into that. But I'll tell you what, Oklahoma, doesn't matter. This is as real as it gets. They're not worried about what this win means or what Auburn is going forward. All they care about is that they won. You tell you what, man, a win of this nature, I think, only solidifies and turns up internal intensity, and it turns down external noise. Because a lot of people, again, picked Oklahoma to lose this football game. Very glad that we weren't one of those, but a lot of people picked Oklahoma to win this football game. And guess what? Oklahoma, this morning they're saying, we never cared. And we definitely don't care now, whatever y'all have to say going forward. So again, Oklahoma just kept on battling, found a way to get it done, gritty as all get out, gutsy as all get out behind a true freshman quarterback on the road. The defense making the play to win the football game, man. Finding a way to get it done, man. Kip Lewis. That's one they'll talk about for a long time. Oklahoma's first year in the SEC, getting that win on the road. So, Oklahoma now, I'm just saying, going forward, is the schedule easy? Absolutely not, but they are not going to be an easy out either, and because of this game now, gave them something dangerous, momentum and confidence for this Brent Venables squad. So let me know what you thought about that game. Let me know what you thought about Oklahoma yesterday and how that offense looked with Michael Hawkins Jr., with how that defense looked. I think they're going to be a problem. Make sure you're subscribed. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.